A Fall from Grace. It's about a lawyer sent to plead a murder case that starts with a question about our client's guilt. Before confessing to the crime, that's the client. She has been a pillar to our community. So the question is, was she being pushed to a breaking point, or is there more at play? The client's name is Grace something, I can't remember the surname. So like, she has always been a good person, people recognize her to be a lovely woman. And then there is a case being said about her killing her boyfriend, and it has a lot, is she the one that killed him? What really happened? A lawyer is a woman who has never won a case. She was going to fight for this one. This our client did not need any fighting. She already accepted her fate. So yeah, it's a great movie that teaches you about love, about friendships, about faith and perseverance. Reality Eye. So this is about a nerdy high schooler who finally attracts the interest of a long time crush, and then she's been like harassed by a crush, ex-girlfriend who is a social media celebrity. It just talks about how a lot of changes can happen and how you have to know the decisions you make in life. It's a lot, when you're exposed to a new way of doing things and you really don't know what to do. It's a really nice high school movie. I would recommend for anyone who is a high school movie lover. You should watch it if you love if you love the high school storyline. I can say it's a common storyline, but every movie has its own what's it called, tone style. Yeah, nobody's fool. A rowdy ex-con uses a criminal not to stuff out her sister's line boyfriend and the truth about her picture perfect life. So this story is really interesting because we have characters like Tiffany Haddish, and yeah, she's like the clown of the movie, and her sister who is put together and stuff, has this list of how she wants her boyfriend or the man she's going to be with forever, husband, her partner. She has a list of the things she ticks off as pass for anyone who's going to be with her, and she finds herself falling in love with this online crush that she speaks to that never is available to receive a video call. There's always network issues. And the story is dramatic and is also interesting, and yes, love filled, and talks about decisions, choosing what is real over what is just a fantasy, right? This is one of my favorite movies, Seriously Single. Okay, this movie is about a lady and her best friend. They are the two main characters, and it talks about how they both have different lifestyles, different priorities regards to their love life, and it shows a lot of things that these days is happening in relationships. People just wanting to be in a relationship for the for the gram and stuff, seek validation from others that yeah, I have a relationship too, couple goals with my boyfriend too, and it's really asks the question of, do you really want to be in a relationship, or you're just lonely and you want to cuddle? So it talks about that, the importance and the value of choosing yourself in a relationship, going into a relationship with the right mindset. Then there is a best friend who doesn't believe in love, doesn't believe in all those things, and she's just all about sleep with whoever she likes on any day, living carefree. And that's because the story is really, really nice, and I would recommend it 100%. Trust me, you will learn a lot about relationships, realistic, practical tips about relationships, and why you should still be single, or if you're really ready to be in a relationship. I would say this is the favorite on my list right now. I can't say of all the movies I have watched in the past, but in the last 1 year, I would say this movie, Operation Christmas Drop, A by the book political aide falls for a big-hearted Air Force pilot while looking to shut down his tropical base and its airborne Christmas tradition. Yes, like this movie is really nice. I think this should be the first movie you should look out for when you want to watch for my list, because it teaches about love, giving, helping, being empathetic, caring for others, and it is so touching. Like, I think I cried at some point because of how deep the story is and how impactful the storyline was. Like, it was just beautiful. You should watch it, trust me. I recommend this one. Like, you would love it. I don't know the kind of movies you watch, but I think you will love this one. If you're not like a mushy like oh my kind of person, you might not really like enjoy it. You still find it to be like a great movie to watch. Back to the series, Tiny Pretty Things. So it's talking about this new ballerina that arrives at Chicago's famed dance school, and she finds cruel new rivals and disturbing truth behind a surprise acceptance. So this ballerina, she found it like really strange how most of the dancers there, the other ballerinas, they were like telling her, oh, she's so lucky to be here, and she's there because apparently this ballerina, yes, in the academy had an accident and was in coma, and then it was more or less like she was being replaced with the girl, and so like they weren't expecting, or they were not like looking out for a new ballerina to join. She was just a replacement for the girl till the girl was back on her feet. And yeah, I think the storyline is really interesting. It talks about friendships, it shows about how people can be so two-faced, betrayal, suspense, because a lot of times I'm like, who did this, who did that, and yeah, so it's really interesting. Passion, how overwhelming passion can get, right? And it made me think, is this how like the ballet academy works, and it kind of made me look at the life of ballerinas differently. About ballet, I don't know, I don't know if it's a real life situation of how it works, but I think so. Yup, you should watch that. Never Have I Ever. This is a high school movie that I really enjoy. So it's about a girl named Devi who recently had trauma because her dad died, and she was still dealing with that. She experiences her first school sophomore year, and she's determined to shake off old labels and finally be cool. She's growing, she's evolving, and yup, it's a nice movie. I look forward to watching every new episode, so I think it's interesting, and yep. Bridgerton. This movie kind of got me pissed at some point because it's a pick me kind of thing regards marriage. This set of ladies in a certain town community, having to go showcase themselves, as the products to be bought by potential suitors, to be picked by the queen to be suitable for the next prince or the duke, that kind of thing, and they have to look perfect, look wife worthy, and it's just cringy at the beginning. I almost clicked off from watching because I thought it did not really make any sense again, just a pick me vibe, like pick me, I'm pretty, marry me. It made me like, is there not like more to life than this? Oh, I must be married. But then it's an old movie, the concept is like an old traditional thing, though it still happens to like till date, but it focuses on how marriage was like the crown. What am I saying? This thing is still being practiced today. Like, a lot of people still believe in this thing, and it's just crazy. Like, marriage is the fulfillment, is the final destination, is the biggest achievement a woman can acquire. There were like two characters, I think, two friends that did not have this mindset. They wanted to be business women, and they did not really like the pick me scene. Yeah, like, I mean, I wasn't comfortable with the fact that it made it look like without them being married, something was wrong with them, like they were incomplete, and they are like strange if they don't like get married or find suitors to like them to lead to marriage. And what made the story cool was the fact that we had this girl that was like the favorite, the queen's favorite. She was like the perfect one. And her and the duke, the next young duke that's been the talk of the town, that's been the one trending all over social media. Everybody is engaged, married to him, girlfriends, wives, baby mamas. Seen it on Instagram. He's a really good looking guy, and it's the next young duke that apparently is friends with the girl's sister, the girl to be given out to a suitor, because it was already a time to get married, to go and do the pick me thingy. So they fell in love like very strange circumstances, and that's the drama and the interesting part of it. Their love life and their story makes the whole series fun to watch, enjoyable. We have Money Heist, which is quite old, but I watched it last year. So I think it's a really great series. And it talks about this criminal mastermind who goes by the professor, as a plan to pull up the biggest heist in the recorded history, to print out billions of euros in the royal mint, to help him out with his ambitions, to plan. So he recruits 8 people with certain abilities to help, and with nothing to lose on their end, to help him carry out his ambitious plan. Trust me, this series is one of the most beautiful storyline, suspense filled. It has everything: drama, art, romance. It's a really great series that I would recommend any day, anytime, any year. Like, it's really good. You. So there are like 2 seasons of You, and talks about a charming first encounter between a bookstore manager named what's his name? I've forgotten his name. This grad student called Becky, and this is crazy. And if you're someone like you don't really like watching graphic content, I don't recommend this movie, because at some point in some episodes it was disgusting. It's a kind of series that would want you to keep watching, but then you don't want to watch because it's kind of toxic at some point, because this guy apparently thought he was in love. I don't even think he was in love. I just think he has an obsession with people he is attached to, like people he likes. I don't, because if you love someone, you wouldn't. And he has a trauma, when he was a little child. Suspense filled, interesting, and it can be gross at some point, but it has like a really nice storyline. And the last movie I'm going to be reviewing is Blood and Water. So this is also like an high school setting, about this girl that lost her sister. Her sister passed away, supposedly passed away, and every year her mom wants the celebration of her sister to be done, and like she's still like there physically with them, and just And yeah, her whole attention is still on the girl, like she's not focusing on her other kids, the girl and her younger brother, and it makes them feel like they are not even there, like it's the sister that is no longer with them that is still like being the center of attraction in the home, because the dad doesn't live with the mom again, so it's like they have to like deal with the loss of the older sister every time. And and it just talks about a lot of suspense. Yeah, so definitely is a great movie to watch. It talks about high school love, and yeah, she also met the sister, but she's still putting all the puzzles together. Even me at this point, I don't know if that's her sister, because this is the only season out, just one, so there's going to be a season 2 this year. Yeah, I think so. So it's a nice movie. It talks about love, friendship, suspense. The suspense is really, really mad. Like, it's really, really mad. Yeah, I like it. It makes you want to keep watching every episode as the story unfolds. So that's pretty much my movie reviews and recommendation for you. That's pretty much my recommendations. 12, 13, 11, I don't know, do the counting. Yeah, you get what I mean. So I hope you enjoy. I hope you enjoy. And if you've watched them before, do rewatch them because I said so. Okay. So when you do watch them, do let me know. Drop your comments, if you enjoyed them, your reviews of what you think of the movie, which one is your favorite, which one is your least favorite, the most suspense filled one out of everything I listed. So yeah, that's pretty much it today. I hope you have a great day, and if you enjoyed the video I brought to you guys, do make sure to like, share, comment, turn on your post notifications to get notified when I drop a new video. Honestly, I'm still going to work around when I really want to be uploading, the days or a certain day, because yeah. Anyways, subscribe if you haven't. Subscribe, okay? Subscribe. No need to talk too much. Subscribe if you like the girl, if you like her content.